Morning, everybody. Chad, Doss Farms. Woo! Here they come. Speaking of brews. Cobwebs. Hang on, you're coming in hot. Look at all those flies. My goodness. Tipsy in here. And then we'll open the side, let a few of them out. Gonna run out of room though. Whew. What's up, buddy? That's special treatment right there, brother. Is that good? Listen, you need to go back in. I'm gonna spray you. You need it really bad. I had to shed the jacket already. It's that time of year. So last week we had like 40-degree temperatures. And the fly issue more or less went away. And then now it's back up. It's supposed to be like 80 degrees today, 80 degrees tomorrow, 80 degrees the next day. Only a low of like 60 at night. So the flies are back. And they're brutal. Tipsy, I'm coming for you. Yeah, look at June's back. My goodness. Frank, you're looking woolly. Look at that red in his coat. You're looking like his mama. Look at her. She's that child. Crazy how like Frank doesn't move because June doesn't move. Patrick runs because his mom runs. CJ doesn't run because CJ's a hungry land hippo. Speaking of hippos, there she is. What are you doing? Get stuck somewhere. The problem is when she wants out, you have to get out of the way. I still have no idea why she runs so much from fly spray. I don't know if you guys have ever been back here. It's pretty cool though. Yeah. So this mound of dirt, I don't really know what it came from, but it's a good scoop of dirt. But when you guys are worried about them like in the heat, good morning everybody. I'm in a great mood. I'm not complaining. Oh, I'm not complaining about anything. Look where I'm standing, man. Look where we're standing, Cabeller. Look at here. Look at here. Look how blessed we are. Look how blessed you is. Mm-hmm. This is one of the spots they go when it's like 120-degree heat index. This is where they go. And who's that? That's Badonkadonk. Has he been back there the whole time? Oh, wait. Look, see? Tipsy saw me coming out of the woods and went back out of the pen. Look. So I got to act like I'm disinterested. She's such a stinker. What you doing? You're silly. Yeah, those woods back there, you saw how dark that was. It is, well, I'll put it this way. That loafing shed is 60 feet off the fence. So this whole fence line has about 60 feet worth of trees with just ample amounts of shade 24/7. I think Case has shown you guys in his videos too, our oldest boy. He's shown you in his videos like how dark it gets even in the heat of the day. Back there, So it's pretty cool. They'll be back there in the winter too, when it's really, really cold, even though there's no leaves on the trees. Those are really dense areas of just brush. Can't stand these pump sprayers. Ruby does not like chickens. So Rosie is Mama's baby from last year. Ruby is this year's baby. And I kid you not, Rosie came out. Whoop! Man, everybody throw up on that. Rosie came out hating chickens. And no lie, she taught her sister that we hate chickens. We do. Butterscotch, how you doing? Looking good. Sorry about Bruce, kind of. Oh, Oreo, no jumpy. Who else wants some? Want some, Mom? Come here. Yeah, is it good? So this is a honey grain from TNT. You got to get the spray if you want to feed. Got to get the spray. I'm not going to do it. Nope, because you'll run. Come here. Oh my goodness, your head is so heavy. Okay, we're gonna pour a bunch out. Don't go over there. Don't, you'll wind up like a Q-tip. Oh, what was I saying? A couple videos ago, somebody asked about all the trash in the back of my truck. Easy. You can get out. Yeah. So our dumpster's up the top of the hill. So yeah, every morning, whatever trash is in the house, I collect it and I drive it to the top of the hill. That's why there's trash bags in the back of my truck. I'm sorry. I didn't know I had to explain what I do with my trash. What else? I was telling another story. I'm sure it was a good one. The honey grain from TNT, don't quote me on it. I think it's like 9%. So it's not a lot. It's more of just like a snack. It is. Who's hiding over there? Hi. What's you doing? No hiding from the medicine. That's how you get fly spray on Bruce. Just add some to the girls. Add some to his does. What's up, little lady? Back here getting some medicine. So all summer long they've had these. It's got a medicine in it for fly spray, I believe. This is, even though they've kind of mixed it, this was like white and red salt. And then the red had garlic in it for repelling flies, and that's another medicated tub. That worked amazingly well all summer. From the medication to keeping a roof over the minerals. That was a plan that actually worked. You guys are ridiculous. But don't, come here, buddy. Come here, Eeyore. Hey, hey, I'm running out. I got 2 left. There you go, buddy. There you go. It's okay. There we go. Hi, Lucy. Oh, I touched your head. I touched the baby. I did. I touched the baby. I'm all out. You didn't want any because you didn't want fly spray. I'm all out, buddy. All out. Watch this move. Oh, man. Haha. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Beautiful day, young man. Beautiful day. Beautiful. Hey, you got to quit fighting with your brother, though. Yep. Quit getting a little jippy. Wait, Tipsy's going in the chute. Hang on. If she'll go in there, and I mean get way in there, we'll go close that gate. If I don't have anything in my hands, she's so smart though. See how she stays halfway out? Oh man, you done it now, Tipsy. This is for her own good, or I wouldn't be so excited and whatever about it. Let's get her taken care of here. She's not gonna like this one bit. I don't know why. I mean, I've looked. She's not like fair skinned. You gotta remember she came from, oh, Bruce just headbutted her. That was a ill-advised. I would not have done that, buddy. She came from Lone Rock Ranch, where they used the same kind of stuff, and it's just how it is. Sorry, I know. It's for your own good. I cannot believe Bruce is getting after her, though. All right, come here. Woo! That's better. And this is why I gave him the honey grain this morning, because that feed is safe for pigs. Life is good. And man, every time, I guess I'm not gonna say it in every video, but it's almost like I need to. I've been doing this. In January, I've been on YouTube and Facebook for 4 years. I've had chickens since Case was 4 years old. So technically in January, when Case turns 15, I've had chickens for 11 years. And every single video, when somebody sees me do this, all of a sudden, their mom, their dog walker, their sister's brother has been a farmer for 40,000 years, and you're gonna create egg-eating chickens. I have truly never had a chicken actually break its own egg. I mean, they lay on the ground right now. They're not even using the nesting boxes. And they're not breaking them. They're just laying here. Yep. But every video, we get somebody that, you're gonna teach those chickens to eat their young. Well, hang on. That's a bit much, Susan. It's okay. It's okay, puppy dog. I actually give Cabela an egg probably once or twice a week. And I could put an egg on, I'll show you. Put an egg on the ground and she won't touch it. See? No interest. It's not the good stuff. It's on the dirt. It's not near her food. It's all about where you feed them. Right? So if I were to feed her one back here every day, she'll eat it, of course. Oops. Let's break it though, because... Boom! Hello, young lady. Hello. Hi. I know you smelled bug spray. I'm sorry. That probably wasn't very good. I started to keep snacks in my pocket, but then they think you have them every single time. And just walking through the field or the pasture or back here or whatever, even with Adler, gets really dangerous because they're literally in your pocket. Not so much the cattle. They don't seem to care as much like about snacks. They'd rather have the grain and be left alone. But the donkeys and the alpacas, if you give them treats out of your pocket every single time, they really do start to like expect it, and they'll be in your pocket. I think I said that, but yeah. Oh man, I got to show you guys this. This is the ultimate, gotta have it in your vehicle tool. And yes, I have a lot of DeWalt, but it's because I have a lot of DeWalt batteries, so they kind of got me by the, you know. You hook this up. It's got a chuck right here, just screws on. I actually bought some open valve chucks. If you don't know what that is, it's no big deal, but I bought some open valve chucks that just kind of click on instead of this screw on, because come on, when you go to unscrew this after filling it to like 38 pounds, for example, you lose a little bit of air. So anyway, yeah, but you hook this up and it'll immediately read what the tire pressure is. When you hook it up, it just screws on, and I'm gonna lose a little air. See, did you hear that? And I'm actually running 42 in these right now. No, I'm not. 38.6, but that's because it's cool outside. But that'll give us a chance to actually show you what it does. Ready? Pretty slick. I think it actually shoots past the desired pressure, because it knows when you unscrew it, you're gonna lose a little bit, but either way, that's pretty good. I've got a compressor, like for running a nail gun and stuff like that, like a framing nailer, and it's just too bulky to lug around. And I counted the other day, and we have 34 tires on the farm between mowers, tractor, vehicles, four-wheelers. We got a couple bikes. We got it all. And unloading and loading up that air compressor and all that stuff. Plus I usually keep a framing, like a longer hose on that compressor. So I've got like a, 25-foot hose. I think super handy. It's like $100 on Amazon. I know it sounds like a lot, but the actual framing nailer compressor I had was like $400. So just a simple tire inflator that does, you can plug it into a cigarette outlet. I don't know what else to call it. Anybody calls them that anymore, but you can plug them in there. I don't believe, unless you get a little adapter, you can plug it into like a 120, because I've got a 40 amp in the back, or a 40 watt back here. And so anyway, pretty stinking helpful. You guys are always asking like what tools I use. That's one of them. I like it. Again, if you get a battery, because you're not in the DeWalt battery system, probably like $200, but I'll link it down below. And if you don't need a battery, they're only $100 and they're more than worth it. Hey buddy, will you come in for some loving even if I don't have snacks? Will you come to me? Come here. Come here. It's okay. So I tell this story about every 10 or 15,000 subs, but he is gelded. Our farrier estimates he's over 10, closer to 15 probably. But this is badonkadonk, because when he got here, he was very well fed. He was honestly too heavy. And see that crest on the back of his neck? Donkeys actually get fat right there. And it's very, very dangerous, because it can fold over when it gets too fat, and it never goes back, and it hurts. It's not comfortable. It's like a torn muscle if you had one in your arm or your leg, just kind of pushing you around 24/7. But he came here via our neighbor, because some old boy was just driving down the road and said, hey, I've got a donkey for $200. And our neighbor called us and sent us a picture, and we could tell it's not that he was abused or neglected. Well, that's twofold. Hang on. I don't think that old boy was doing anything wrong. I think he was just trying to offload him. But he was devocalized. He can barely bray. He can barely make any noise. But he would not let us touch him for like, oh man, probably 6-8 months, maybe close to a year. We couldn't get anywhere near him. I mean, he would run from food like Tipsy does the fly spray, but he would stay gone because you tried to touch him while he was eating or get close to him. And But man, he's the sweetest donkey. Super sweet. They're all sweet, to be honest. We're very, very fortunate. Because one of them, actually two now, I think Lily is learning from her daddy. Two of our donkeys are stone cold guardians, man. Make no prisoners. You guys remember Cagney, the livestock guardian dog that lived next to us? She had about 30 sheep. So our neighbor had a dog named Cagney, livestock guardian dog. And Cagney had about 30 sheep to protect all summer long. And then our neighbor sold the sheep, and Cagney basically lost her marbles. I mean, she was just going nuts not having something to protect. So the Cagney went to live at the sheep farm that our neighbor works with, and it's been extremely good for her, which left kind of a hole, because even though Cagney didn't roam our land, coyotes did not come along the back of the fence up by our neighbor. But now that Cagney's not here, they are, and so are raccoons. And a couple weeks ago, I think I even showed you on a YouTube short and in a full video, somewhere around 9:30 or 10 o'clock at night, our donkeys actually herded everybody that's prey, like the goats and the alpacas, herded them all in a circle right in the middle of our property. So it's pretty cool. But we have not needed a dog. I know some people say that, it's interesting. Some people, if you've had a donkey that was a true guard donkey, people are totally sold, like myself and Ray. Like, there is no reason for me to have any dog that's a protector, because we have Little Donk. But if you haven't, there's people that are like, donkeys aren't that great of protectors. Not all of them do it. I know, not all of them do it. That's the thing. Not all dogs guard. I mean, I love Cabela. She guards if there's a strange human, but like, sometimes she'll see a stray dog and it's like, ooh, friends. Instead of, no, don't let it back here. You don't have to kill it, but run it off the property. She's like, he's not doing anything. Let's hang out. Anyway, let's go put some trash in the bin. So whoever told me my truck is dirty can sleep tonight. One thing she is, though, faithful. And skinny. My goodness, she's getting skinny. It ain't for lack of eating, though. When we grill burgers, she usually gets one. Oh, come on. Attempt number 2. Hang on, watch this. It didn't go either. Yeah, I heard a little glass break. Hang on. Whoop. Thankfully, it didn't shatter. There we go. What do you think, Cabela? Man, whoever put this gate in here knew what they were doing. If it holds me, yeah, buddy. It was me. I'm the gate guy. That's what I do. What do you think, puppy dog? What do you think? Woo! We'll let these bake a little bit. Our water routine is, instead of scraping and scrubbing that, if you just leave them in the sunshine, even on a day like today where it's only going to be 80, it'll just dry out all that algae. And then just with pressure of your thumb on the hose, you can spray that out. So, and we'll run over here and I'll show you this grain cart. So this thing is pretty special to me. the grain cart, not the air pump. So I haven't shown this like all summer because there's just not really been a point. But this is and you can tell the chickens have been in it. That's okay, we'll clean it out. What's the tire pressure on this? 80 psi. Oh, I did have him. I have him put some. I think these are 8 or 10 ply tires. I had him put some pretty beefy ones on here. But this is a 1968, I believe. International Harvester case. I know they didn't join till like the 80s, but nonetheless, how much pressure we got in there? Goose egg. Let's start with, that's gonna take a minute. Let's do that. Pretty beefy tires on it because, you know, when you doze land and it's been just raw, untouched land for 7 years, there's a lot of hazards out here, and I didn't know where I would be putting this. I didn't know where it would be safest, and I just wanted to make sure I had some good solid tires. So these tires are, I think they were a couple $100 for a cart that was only $1,000, but it still works. I've used it. The previous owner put a door on this side and a door on that side, so you can get grain out of either side. And of course, our oldest boy's name is Case, so that's kind of cool. Pretty cool. I need to move it after we get these tires aired up and get them off the spot they were sitting on. Woo. And somebody's probably going to ask where Case's name came from. It actually wasn't Case Cutlery, and it wasn't Case International. There was a wrestler that was undefeated about the time Case was born named Cale Sanders. And I liked the name Cale, but I didn't really like the name, and I liked the name Chase, but everybody calls us DOS, like C-DOS, K-DOS, M-DOS, Little DOS, Matt DOS, Matt Man, right? Didn't really like the name Chase DOS because when people say DOS, I was afraid he'd get chased in school. You know how that is when you're naming kids? Tom Pemberton, if you're watching, listen up. But yeah, when you're naming kids, you're like, what's that rhyme with? Name him Ruck. No, probably shouldn't name him that. Probably. Yep, because you gotta be careful what stuff rhymes with these days. Kids are brutal. So anyway, I was afraid that they would say, Chase DOS, and they'd chase him down to school, right? And I don't know if you noticed, but Case is built like me. We probably shouldn't be running from much unless it's like, you know, one time for a short distance. But anyway, he's gonna get on me for that one. So I combined Chase and Cale and came up with Case. Not that I came up with it, but that's how it came about. Had to swap batteries. But that's pretty typical. As far as battery life goes, I'll tell you this, it's not really about the battery life. I have now added air to every tire on the farm. So that's 32, except for race truck. That's 32 tires, I believe, 32 or 34. And a battery lasted me that entire time. So it's all relative. Like if a couple of tires wouldn't have been completely flat, the battery would have lasted a lot longer, if that makes sense. So as far as battery life goes, that's all relative. That thing does do like mattresses and pool toys and stuff like that. The tractor, my front 2 tires, they will run 40 psi, and they had gotten all the way down to 20 because I had aired them down when I was over there brush hogging in that really rocky pasture. I mean, like really rocky. So from 20 psi to 40 psi took 3 minutes, if that helps you. So it's not really about the battery life, it's just how long you got to sit there. But 3 minutes is nothing for something that's as portable as that. I mean, I just leave it in my truck now. Sounds like it's done. Or should I say it doesn't sound like. Did it die? No, hang on. Okay, well, we want to go, I want to do a true 36. Oh, I wonder if that has a slow leak. Surely not. I've only pulled this down the road like once or twice. So, but like I said, those quick chucks, if you don't know what those are, and I'm speaking to anybody that doesn't know anything about it. Like, I'll be honest, when we got a farm, it never crossed my mind that I would need something like a compressor. But then you start having flats and you're like, man, how do people do this? Oh yeah, they buy a compressor. You know, it's different when you just live in town and you get a flat, you run to the tire shop, you get her fixed. But when you've got 32 tires and 34 of them, whatever, and one of them's just low, you don't want to run to the tire shop every single time because you're probably going to have a low tire once a week. Those quick chucks If you don't know what that is, it goes on the end of here, and then you don't have to unscrew this. You just pop it on and off. And there's closed and open. You want open for this application. So anyway, the more you know. All right, so we'll let those dry out today. This one's full. Now, they don't typically drink out of this one. The alpacas get in it. That's why there's scratch marks on it. And everybody else drinks out of that. Sorry, piece of candy in my mouth. That's some morning chores. Not too shabby. All right, well, I think the guy's name's Ryan Hall. He says we got like a foot of rain coming next week. So I'm gonna go mess around the pond and work on it a little bit. Get some more dirt over that dam before it's mud. And, all right, woo. I know how to eat candy, hang on. I haven't sounded like that since I was 3. We're gonna go get a drink. We're gonna go work on a pond a little bit. What is this, Carter?
YouTube play button.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. I think it's a YouTube play button. It's a silver play button. Yeah, next one's gonna be gold. Yeah, but it's gonna be a long time until we get that. We're gonna be like 20 until we get that gold one. Yeah, it is.
Do you remember? I do.
My 100th?
It is.
I think so, yeah. We did something for 1,000. Remember that? Yeah. That was when we were sitting in the old house.
Goodness.
How you feel right now, babe?
Pretty crazy.
Ray, are you talking to me?
How do you feel right now, dude?
Good.
You're a big part of that.
Yeah.
Everybody.
All of you were.
I wasn't.
Oh, dude, that's sick.
You've been there since 48,000?
Yeah.
That's more than half. It's quite a bit, buddy.
Let's see it, Case.
Case, open it.
No.
You were around for more of these than you actually were on Mom's. Like, Mom hasn't even had that many. You know what I mean?
Take it out, Case.
Does that make sense? Am I saying that right?
Take it out.
Oh, it's coming out.
Can I hold it? Can
Yes.
I hold it?
Yep. Everybody can hold it here. Hang on. Look at that mirror.
I know.
Meal. Oh, this.
All right. You want to hold it? 2 hands.
That's pretty stinking cool.
Quarter? That is a meal. No way we just got the silver play one.
What do you think, man?
Is that pretty cool?
That's a newer one,
A
too.
little bigger or something.
Oh, yeah. It's cool.
Carter, look, it's a
Pretty
snake.
crazy.
Orange
Trying
snake. Yeah.
Don't scratch it.
Yeah, I won't do that.
Don't drop it. It's the dog's 100,000 play button. What off with it?
If you drop it, it'll be the dog's.
All right.
Then it's gonna be the nothing play button. And then
There you go.
And then the dogs are
Stay
gonna have
frosty.
a YouTube
Stay
channel.
frosty.
Yeah, and the dogs are gonna have a YouTube channel.
Can I hug?
Do
Oh, man.
flash, do
Where's
flash,
your
do flash, do flash.
Love you, boo.
Love you
Or
too.
no, this the way. Yeah, swing your arms back.
Cool.
I am swinging my arms back. No,
Wait,
like
wait. I want to see.
this side.
I'd put it back in that plastic.
That is kind of heavy.
This is how fast.
Who's that, though?
Look how fast I can do this.